So let's start. Take a look at what happened. Good morning, Chido Chen. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correct. Good morning, Jess. So, so that's a order block for regular trading hours. As you guys can see, we touched this level and price rejection here initially. Now it's trying to moving back. Also on good morning, KB. Also on the regular trading hours chart, price just reached the new week opening gap high, the previous new week opening gap high. We are moving from this new week opening gap to this new week opening gap here. So since Sunday, we are trading higher. Yesterday, we were rejection the 50%. Traded back to the 50% of this quarter here. And then a little bit ago, we hit the new week opening gap high. So now what's can happen next? If it closes above this new week opening gap, price will try to move to this level or this level, because the next gap is this new month opening gap. But I look into our higher time frame chart here on the 7-hour chart. That's the week of the Friday 8 a.m. on the 7-hour chart. That's the manipulation week, the offset week, and these are the deviations of this measure here. So today we just almost touched the minus 3.5 standard deviation. So we most likely to see when we get to at this zone between 3 and 3.5, a retrace around 0 and minus 1, and later one last final push to hit minus 4 and minus 4.5 standard deviation. So because of all this price action, we most likely to see a lower price after the opening. Thinking about this, let me see, because we most likely to see price not closing above this level and make some kind of a retrace. Of course, if we closing above and start trading higher, we are going to instead of this retrace here, we're going to one of these two levels around 4, minus 40, minus 4.5 standard deviation, and also a level that I'm looking to is the measure of this week here. It's the wick that makes the lowest low in this fractal consolidation before breaking higher. So that's the manipulation candle of the whole fractal consolidation. And right now we close above the 2.5 standard deviation, but that's a level that we can expect some kind of retrace. So this level and the 3 and 3.5 level are levels of retracement. So because of this, I'm expecting lower price today, and no, maybe on the PM session or tomorrow we trading higher to initially these levels here, 4 and 4.5. That will be the 3 and 3.5 of this level, another retrace, and then I finally push to some of these levels because 4 and 4.5 here is above these highs. So maybe later in this week we're gonna see. I'm hoping to see this price action here. Good morning, Artet. on our on the 1 hour time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, we've used this fractal consolidation as deviation. We just closed a little bit above 2.5, so now we are almost on 3. So expect some kind of retrace. The same logic that I just told on the 7 hour chart. Here we touch 8 deviations, so we touch 2.5 on the downside and 8 deviation here. So if you think about the logic of multiply this number by 4, we need to add the number 10 here. Ten deviations, 20,000 for 70. Yeah, it's around this zone here. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, brother. Thank you. Good morning, Ryan. Good to see you here, brother. So, like I was saying, I'm expecting lower price ups after the opening because we are on the order block of a regular trading hours chart. Our regular trading hours chart here, this gap, we just touched the new weekly opening high. We move from new weekly opening to new weekly opening gap. We have this gap filled here, and now we don't have any new weekly opening gaps above, just the new month opening gap. So we most likely to see some kind of retrace after this level because we got a rejection here on the new weekly opening gap high. On the higher time frame, like I said, we are almost on 3.5 deviation of this offset week and 2.5 deviation of this offset week. So I expect some kind of retrace around 0 and -1 of this one. And our range updated is from this low to this high. This level here match our 0705, 0786. And also we have the not our current new week opening gap that wasn't filled. if you guys can see, that's our new week opening gap. From last Sunday, we never get back inside this range. We trade away since Sunday, and also our full range was done here. So from here, we have 729 points from this low to the high is a full range on Nasdaq. So now we can have some kind of a stop hunt. I believe 81 points above this high maximum, and 81 points is really on this order block. It's here. So that can be our stop hunt today, and after that some lower prices. So let's see what's happened after the opening. Look at our fractal consolidation here. That was the low, almost the low. And we've had some manipulation lag here. Or you can think about the logic of this. This is the start pointing. That's the accumulation. A manipulation upside. So we can think some, I said about 81 points. Yeah, something around here is our manipulation, and this delivered to the downside. We need to wait to see after the open what's coming. I didn't watch some a specific number, Joe, but let me see. This here, if we're looking to in the past, is some kind of liquidity, because I measured this this week of the 50-minute, and on the 5-minute chart, this is a bearish order block formed on by the end of last Friday. So Friday's March 7. So we have some liquidity here, yes, some is old highs, and that's a previous new week opening gap. So price is just almost filling this gap. Just few, I mean, this we trade above, and so I'm expecting maybe after the opening we can manipulate a little bit higher and lower prices, and we see. But because of what I said before, we're probably gonna see lower price in Nasdaq today. And if you check our range so far, so from here to here, that's our current range. So we trading lower, retrace to 0.705. So far, that's a level of retrace that to keep pushing lower. Also, our 3 and 4 p.m. range is here. Price just filled this full range. This is the 8:30 level. Midnight is here, and probably gonna have 9:30 around here. So think about the logic that I talked before. We, in relation of these 4 levels between 8:30, midnight, 3 and 4 p.m., and the 9:30 that will be something around here, we are in a deep premium, because price will be above all this another 3 levels, and just maybe after 9:30 we push open. So I see this as a premium. So we need to rebalance those levels before, because since Friday we just have bullish prices, So that's Friday. This is Friday low. So we move from Friday low until now. We move 844 points without some expressive, some nice retrace. We got some very small retrace, maybe like here and here, but this whole range is not balanced. I mean, we have this closing range from Friday is not balanced. Our opening yesterday, we just move away. We open, make one retrace and move away. So this range is not balanced. So we most likely to see lower price today. Maybe, like I said, we open, manipulate to the higher price, something around here. Maybe take these highs and then trading lower. And our first AM time window is the 9 a.m. So that we can see maybe we can sweep these highs or even this one and trade lower, but we need to see. Probably going to be a clean open because you're not inside a range, a previous opening or closing range. So even yes. Um, this one wake up for now. Also, our 30 minutes dealing range and the hour dealing range, we are almost on deep premium on the 30 minutes, and we are on deep premium on the hour. So that makes sense. Like I said, maybe we trade, take these highs, and then trading lower. But so far, like I said, we retrace lower 0.705, and now we look to uh, trading to the downside. Let me check. Uh, Joe, did you check this thing here? Adjust for counter change. This B/A DJ, because this is gonna change the past price now that we have the rollover last week. So if this option is not turned on, we can see a little bit different price. Like if I turn this off, especially on previous on past price, maybe you can see here. Look, when I turn on and turn off. So look at this high here. Here, look the difference. So maybe that's gonna show different levels if this option is not turn on. Because I let me see, because I don't have the new week opening gap in my charts right now. So that let me take a look, because I turn off this one. So I'm not sure what time, what was this date. Hold on. This one was from this new week opening gap is from Sunday, 9th of March. And I'm using the micros chart at this time. Sometimes on NEQ, mini could be a different level, but this one shows 20,413.25 and 20,356.50. But I'm not looking to this level specifically right now. I was just looking for here that we feel this level. And like I said, maybe it's going to see lower price. So we open, we have it this move it to low, retrace to 0705, rejected, and now we start pushing lower. So we really get close to the opening. So maybe the opening pushing one time higher here, and then we start trading lower. Okay, we can take a look later, but honestly, I just turned off. I was just looking to if we feel the new week opening gap and we feel on this high. For me, that's what I need to know if we close above this level or no. If we can close above, we're gonna move in lower. That's the only point I was looking at, specifically to the 50% or the quadrants. You're welcome. Look. We have the opening right now. So that's our opening range so far. We touched the previous closing range. Price fade to close above this 705 of this current range, but for now we need to wait because and still trade on the upside of the opening. We never get to the 50% yet after this pushing lower, and now we are playing inside the 3 and 4 p.m. range. We can't close above the 3 and 4 p.m. range, so we're back inside the 3 and 4 p.m. range, and looks like we can close outside. So if we trade back here, I'm gonna enter short. As we want to, yeah. Now we're gonna trade lower now. Well, I try to enter lower. Look, my order's not. I don't know if it's processing what happened with the trade of it. Look, I enter short here, and I don't know what's happened. Yes, Ryan. I'm trading live today. Yeah. Yeah, some problem with the trade over broker. Like Joe said, and the one didn't work too. So I entered the short was around here. I click the button, and I don't know. Looks. If I take a look here, no order. No shows. No, this is the past. Not today. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I try to log out and log in again. So I don't know my password. But yeah, now I mean, looks like not it can't connect back to the trade over. So maybe trade over it's the system of I mean their system for some reasons are down. And but yeah, that was the short. Yeah, I guess it's for everyone. Yeah, Natalia, Sausage Boy, see them. Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot trade until they fix this. But I guess the trade was there because price like moving lower. I think my screen are frozen uh, on this login page, uh, and I tried to connect from my other device and got the same problem. Let me try to. So look here. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, the next few minutes the system get back. But that was probably the short because if you think about right now on this new range, and then we retrace back to 618, and we gonna see lower price the next few minutes. But let's see. I'll keep trying here. Yeah, got this message. The connection attempt failed. Please try again later. So yeah, unfortunately, need to wait. Um, I can like show some kind of paper trading for a while, so maybe it'll be something like this. And let me try to restart my TradingView app. So I'll quit and I'll get back again. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not working. That's our retrace from here to here. Yeah, yeah, Rich. I mean, for few people not working the trade over, well, if you can, this is good. But for me, it's not working. I tried to log in again, and it didn't work. And look, we retrace 2.86 of this current measure and to 705 of the full range. This. And like I said, yeah, retrace to 886 of the current range, 705 of the full range, and now we're gonna push it over. Well, yeah, unfortunately, for now we're missing this one, but it's fine. If the system get back in a few minutes, we can see how we can figure out a enter on the retrace or something, and we can reverse the opening range deviations to the downside. So right now we didn't close below -1 deviation yet, but we're probably gonna make a small retrace of this push lower. So it'll be something around this. You can use this one so you can see. Yeah, the system's still down. I'm trying to reconnect on my iPad so we can see the price action here, but we still like trying to uh, the circle loading and not connect. So unfortunately, but I know if someone has a different broker that works. This is still the valid trade for me. We're gonna my I'm expecting lower price. Yeah, I mean, if your other broker is working, it's perfect. I mean, probably just trade over is out. Other brokers I know, Top Step or different brokers probably is working fine. And but for me, that's the trade. Maybe gonna retrace for some of these levels and pushing lower. Probably on because you have this kind of a consolidation here since the opening. Probably gonna start moving on the 950 macro. We almost there now it's 947. But now look, we retrace it to the opening range. We couldn't close above. That's a signature that we need to pay attention because when you make a retrace and it don't we can get out or trading higher on the opening range. We have this week that trade outside the range, but the bodies are closing inside. So this is we most likely to see lower price. Now we maybe have this consolidation. The price is stuck here because we are inside the opening range. But as soon as we broken this level outside, we can see clear price. And the reason of this chop opening because the opening range is almost together with this closing range. Almost it's not inside, but right on the limit. So that's the opening range low, and this is the closing range. So price will bounce between these two ranges here, this back and forth. So as soon as we close in this, we broken this opening range on the downside, we're gonna see more speed until of these deviations here. But this is very important to me to confirm the price action. We try to trade above the opening range. We have these 2 weeks trade outside, but the body is closed inside. This is a very bearish signature to me. And now, like I said, when we broke in this range, we start closing outside. We're gonna see pricing moving to these levels here. And of course, the thing that I said before our live start, this is very clear to me. When we cannot trade, when we cannot close above this new week opening gap, that's a confirmation that we're not going trading higher. We're going to start trading to the downside. And here, if we divide every half in quadrants too, like this, we can see clear that after we try to close outside the opening, we never close above this upper quarter anymore. This upper quarter. Look, 1, 2, 3 times we tried to trade above this level, we couldn't, and now we start failing to close initially to, if we go to the lower time frame, initially to the 50% of the range, and now we cannot close above the lower quarter, and then we move it to the lower half. Initially, this 50% work as a resistance. Later, we start breaking this level, and this level work as initially working as a support for the price. When you start trading lower after this level work as a resistance, and then we're gonna trade lower at least to this 75 or the 50% of this range here. At least here, we most likely see price 195, and that's yeah, even lower. 195 is here. And now that we are trading inside this closing range, we trade inside this range, couldn't close below yet, but now the 50% work as a resistance to the price. Now we can trade above this 50%. So the next step is start closing outside the range and not trading back. So that's the next target for the price. Needs start closing below this level. Now it start failing to close above this one. And now is the macro. That's the manipulation of the macro. So that's the manipulation bear. So maybe we can push something around here. It's trading back to the opening range and then pushing lower. Is the closing range, Saucy Boys, the 3:50 p.m. to 3:50 and 30 seconds p.m. So if you go to the 30 seconds chart, you measure the 3:50 p.m. candle on the 30 seconds chart. The high and low of this level is this closing range. Is this rectangle with this blue on the background. And if you think about the current range, we can think about this guy here until this guy here. Another thing that we can take a look. So now we have our second time window, 9:30 to 9:45. These are the retracement levels of this range. Both can be valid for at least until 14 days. I mean I consider until 14 days. And this is the most recent, is from yesterday. So this one is from yesterday closing range, so it's very recent. So from Monday, look, the 3:50 p.m. This one. And here we retrace to the manipulation to the downside for the bearish manipulation. Probably gonna touch this opening range high, fail to close above, and then start trading lower. Or maybe test the 3 and 4 p.m. high here and trading lower. Yeah. Like I said, we touched the opening range high. This week trade outside, fail to close outside. And if you think about our retracement levels, we touched the 0.86 level, didn't close above. That's our current range. And for the full range, we have these levels here. We are on 50% of the full range, and our intermediate range is from here to here. Put something around. Our intermediate range, we are between 618 and 0705. But the price is still choppy because we didn't close below this closing range yet. So we are testing these two ranges. It's a very, very difficult price action to trade when we have these choppy conditions. Uh, the only way to trade these conditions, you need to be patient and think that this is the full range. So you just can't frame trades above these two levels on the upside or the downside. So let's say if you think about this is the full range, you can frame trades using these two levels. So if it was a short on this two above this level here, and to frame longs below this level here. Look, this is a big consolidation range. So on the consolidation range, we just frame the two levels above and the two levels below. And like I said, if you were framing short on these two levels above, that would be a nice level because price tests this level once and can trade above. Thinking like this was a huge consolidation range. And on the downside, the same. If you frame along below this level here, we have these points. But because my bias is bearish for today, I was just looking for shorts around this zone. And now, if you think about the dealing range, we are on the deep discount. Even for the we are in the discount side of the hour dealing range. We get back to deep premium is the upper quarter, and we need to see what happened after 10 because price is still this first 30 minutes is most of the time is choppy. And if you think about our opening range deviations, we never close above -1, and we never close above -1. I mean, to the upside and to the downside. So we are in this consolidation range. And let me do this to get easy to see. There we go. Yeah, just now the trading view has this message that trade over is in maintenance. So yeah, we need to wait. Yeah, just a spike on the 10 a.m. like Fernando just said. Hey, how's it going? And this was a stop hunt, but we never closed above this high here. So as you guys can see, that's a very bearish signal to me. When the wick trade above the bodies but never close above the wicks, so that's the body high. The wick one tick above, and never close above this high here. So this is a very bearish signal to me. And then now we start moving lower. This was just a stop hunt. This is the low stop hunt that we have is at 27 points. This was at 32. So yeah. Yeah, now we're gonna trade higher. After this manipulation high, we're probably gonna break the opening range low. And if you think about our full range retrace, we pushing higher, never close above the 886 level. And like I said, we trade above the this body here, the highest high body close, but never take it this high here. So this is very bearish for me. And now we are pushing lower. And if you take a look at our the windows, the AM windows, so what the 10 a.m. did, it take the highs of the 9:30, the 9 to 9:15 time window, the 9:30 to 9:45. So sweep the highs, and now we probably gonna break these lows and start trading lower. So this is something when this happened, this price many times move it to the other way when it sweep this high, the previous window's high, and move it to the other side. But like still, the next target for the price is this low. Um, and if you think about the dealing ranges, we push higher, getting the deep premium of the 30 and then our dealing range zones, and then we start moving lower. But still choppy because we didn't break below this closing range yet, and not closing below even the -1 above or below. So we have these chop conditions. It's not the best day to trade these environments, but I'm still thinking that we're gonna lower after breaking this zone. And another reason that we are in this chop conditions is because we are inside this new week opening gap yet. So we couldn't close above the level, trading lower, failed to close below this 50%. So this, you think about this as a full range. That was the lower quarter. So the same logic when I show the deviations inside the retracement levels inside this the fractal consolidation. So this 50% of the lower half is the lower quarter, and here is the upper quarter. So price play inside this range between lower quarter and up quarter, because discount, deep discount, premium, deep premium. Price not stay long on deep premium or deep discount zones. Uh, this Enuogo Marcos is a regular one. I mean, it works on the electronic trading hours, and it works on the regular trading hours. I draw then on electronic trading hours. So here, when I draw, I just went to the weekly time frame, and I measured the gap from 1 week to another, just the closing and the opening, just this full range. But look, now is on the only difference that you can change when you are in using a higher time frame like the weekly or daily. You can change the settlement price on or off, and I always check to see which gap is the bigger, if it's the settlement price on or off. I always measure the bigger gap. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, I never did it the way you do. I go to the weekly time frame because for me, in my mind, it's easy because you just got from one closer to the other opening and you have the gap. So it's show me in a small range I can measure the full gap. One thing that you measure from the opening, but the number that I show you probably gets the Sunday opening at the 6 p.m. Uh, yeah, double check to see if it has the same level. But the way I measure, I switch to the weekly time frame, and then I just measure the range from this closing to the opening and test the both level. For example, if I touch this settle button, look, you can see this without the set button on, we have like a smaller gap. So I always use the bigger range. So in this case with the settlement price on, and then I have this bigger range. So that's the level that I think is the valid one for me. But for example, if you when you do the measure, maybe like say using the Monday price, and if this settlement price is off, maybe your range will be this small one or something like this. Maybe that can be the difference. But I always check the both with settlement price on and off, and I always take the bigger range. Because for example, let me show you something real quick. For example, if I was measuring this range without the settlement on, I can put a different color just so we can see here. So from here to here, uh, look, if I use this without the settlement toggle on, that would be my new week opening gap. I mean, the price was in this case would trade above this level, and in my mind, if I were using the logic that we need to close above this level to pushing higher. On this price action, I was thinking that no, we're going to trade higher because we close above the level. But actually, we need to measure the biggest range, and in this case, for me, is this other one. This. Yes, Joe. That's correct. Yes, Joe. I always check both with settlement price on and off, and I always choose the bigger range. No matter, I mean, sometimes we have the bigger range with settlement price on. Sometimes we have the bigger range with settlement price off. I always choose the one that gives me the bigger range. Yes, and Kibi, I'm talking, and people are here. I mean, I'm talking to the Joe. I'm talking to the Marco. Yeah, Marco. Yeah, that's it. So the always when you're gonna measure the range, double check the both levels, settlement on and off, and that's the sometimes when you have different prices. Price close above -1, we can see we can expect that we can trade until 2.33 and 2.5. That's what we can expect it like here. So what we can expect it price trade here at least, and if it goes above the 2.5, we're gonna trade around here. Before the opening, I was expecting some price around this zone before we trading lower, and that makes sense if we're doing this now, and maybe we trade lower later. So now we're gonna see higher prices initially to this level here. Oh, great, great, and can be I mean, I wasn't looking for longs right now because my bias is bearish. So what I would do, I would wait price and see how price behaves here, or if you close above here to here, to frame a short, because my overall bias for today is short prices. um, and right now, um, I was expecting maybe price coming to this lower quarter, this level here, something around this range here between the new weekly opening gap high and this one here, and then we trading lower. But of course, if you would think about to take a short, we need to wait some retrace for this uh, range here, some of this less push, and the first target would be, let's say, this zone. I wouldn't take this trade personally, because for me it doesn't work for the risk reward. Because let's say if we wait for this retrace here, and let's say we're talking about something around here. So if you, let's say we frame the trade something around here, our target should be 30 points, and our stop loss should be at least 30 points too. So almost the risk reward almost 1 to 1. So for me, it's a trade that not worth the risk, because okay, maybe price can go later to 4, but my initial target is 2.33, 2.5. We just go on 4 after we close above this 2.5. So that's a risk reward that doesn't work for me, because my stop has to be below this factor consolidation low. That's 26 points. And let's say if I'm framing here, almost 1 to 1, and if we close above 2.5, here would be something around 2 to 1. So it's a trade that I don't like to take because of the risk. But yeah, can be a valid trade, because our next target is this level here. Yeah, like I just said, in this case, the stop loss should be below this fractal consolidation low. So the stop loss should be below this low, at least technically. And if you frame the trade like around here, it's 29 points is stop loss if you trade on this level. And if you frame the trade here, the first target will be around 30 points. So almost 1 to 1 risk reward. And if we close above the 2.5, the second target should be around here, 60 points. That's 2 to 1. So usually it's not a trade that I like to trade to take. And one thing is like example, for example, is something that I don't like on the price action. We close above this the -1 deviation here. We get around 1.5 and 2. So now we need to retrace something around 0 and 1. And these choppy conditions, I don't like to trade personally, because we spend a lot of time and price keep inside this range. I like to have a clear price action to frame a trade. And sometimes when this happen, we can see the price start moving around 10:30. If not happen 10:30, we need to wait to the next macro. That will be 10:50 to 11:10, and then maybe start gonna see some clear price action. Because if you take a look on, yeah, because here we have this two levels, one inside the other. Our opening was inside a closing range, so that's the reason of this choppy price. Now we are trading a little bit above the range, but we are in thinking about our levels of, for example, the 3 and 4 p.m. range, the 8:30 opening, the 9:30 open, and the midnight opening, we have here we are in a very in a deep premium level because we are above 8:30, 9:30, midnight, and above 3 and 4 p.m. high. So this is deep premium for the price, and also our dealing range, the 30 minutes and the hour dealing range. Here we are in a deep premium zone. So I never take longs on a deep premium because this is very expensive. We could think about longs. We should think about longs on this zone here on the lower quarter. So when price was around here, is a zone to try to frame longs, and at this level is a zone to try to frame shorts. But we are in a consolidation range, and price is a little bit choppy. So right now is something that I'll just watch the price to see what we get clear. What do we most like to see, and something that I would do if I could trade. If we get here or here, that's something that I would try to frame a short right now after this price action because it's this order block and will be around the upper quarter of this next range because right now we are stuck it inside this new week opening gap range. So before we price decide to move up or low, we're gonna play choppy here. So that's a condition that I just watch. I don't do any action. I mean, if my broker start working again, and if I take a trade today, for sure I will post on our trade area on the analyst channel. But so far the broker still. I guess let me try again. But I think the broker still in maintains it. Yeah, look, I still have this message. So before they fix this, I cannot take any trades today so far. So unfortunately, I have to wait. Uh, Hopefully, they do this before the lunchtime, and if they fix this before lunchtime, and if I find some nice entry on the PM session, I will share in our channel. But so far, I just can't do this tape reading. Yeah, Tapado. I mean, I guess it's a lot of people here. I guess Natalia, Marco, no, Joel. I saw 3 or 4 people here. The Xido Chain. They have the problem with the trade of a broker. Yeah. Yeah, 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 Vicente, correct. I mean, me too. I mean, that happens. I mean, I would take it if the broker was working. I would take it the trade. I guess was around here, and maybe I'll take it my first TP and then stop down on break even around here would be a small profit. But it happened. It's not up to us. The broker has some connection problem, whatever, and we need to wait. So for now, we're just watching the price. And I mean, in still like I mean not a bad thing because today is a horrible price action. So the only trade that I would have taken was this short around here, and so far I was watching because we didn't have a clear price. Like I said, I'm expecting lower price, but maybe we pushing some of these levels before, and right now we just watch the price and waited for something clear. Yeah, yeah, Natalia. Yeah, that happens. I mean, I guess it was the first time that happened with me with trade over. It never happened before. I guess once it was we have like a connection problem, but it get back online very fast. It was a long time ago, and after that, I never had any issues with this, especially like today. But it happens. Like I said, today is not the best environment to trade, and many times when you have this not clear price action, things start getting better after the 10:50 macro or in the PM session. Sometimes when you have this choppy conditions in the morning, PM session has a clear trade, and of course, if the broker start works again on the PM session after the 1 p.m. or 1:30, I can take a look if something valid happens. No, the opening range happens in New York session is 9:30, and the closing range is a good range for people that trade Asia and London session. The deviations for the closing range, like 4 and 4.5 deviations, most of times happening Asia or London session. For New York, it's more like if we open inside the previous closing range, like today, we're gonna have a choppy condition. But the deviations of the closing range, we just can look at in New York session if London or Asia didn't feel, let's say, the 4.5 above or below this level. If not, New York can uh, use those levels as a reference. But if the level was a red fill in London and Asia session, for New York, we don't. I don't look to these deviations. Just with like happened today, if we open inside a previous closing range. So like I said, when we close above -1, our next target is 2 and 2.33. So now we're almost closing above this range. We didn't close yet. So this is very because like right now, look, this 50% start working as a support. Initially was a resistance here, a support for the price, and now we are breaking the new week opening gap level. So I would like to see something around here or here before a retrace. I guess could be here. And if you think about the deviations of the regular trading hour gap, uh, price are now between 1.5 and 2 deviations. So 2.5 it can be a reversal, or price can get around 3.5 and 4. And look, like I said, the first target is 2.33 and 2.5 here. And now we just touched the 50%. No, not yet. Here's the 50% of the order block, the one that I marked with this red block. And when we get here, we need to close above the 2.5 and we make a retracement. And if we close, let me see. Yeah, we didn't close yet. We just probably this case, this candle will. And closing above the 2.5, that's the target. And that's something that makes sense because it's this order block, the full range of the order block. And this is 20,492. 20,492 is this upper quarter here. Is the level that I was expecting before the opening. And maybe we're going to trade lower after. Yeah, Marco. It changed a lot. Just when you use this, initially the new prices adjustment, it changed a lot. That's the reason when we measured the this gap, this chart here, when I measured the new equal opening gaps and the quadrants between them, I have to use the regular contract. So I never use here any Q1. The previous one was NQH 2025, and now I need to use this draws NQM, because if I use the NQM, when you have the rollover, the previous range they showed like different levels, and these levels here was showing different ranges. So I need to use the current contract to check the levels. Yeah. So especially, I mean, for this like range like you marked for the new eco open gap, you need to choose the regular contract. And even for example, I was looking. I mean, since last week, I have this previous deviations that I mark on the 7 hour chart, and look, I have this one that's fine here. If I turn off the adjustment contract, look, totally out of the range. So this the deviation is totally it doesn't look fine. And here and here, and then if I turn on, now makes sense. Even these levels here, now we are almost on 3.5. And if I was the this one here, this one here, I mean, looks the price will be around 3.5 deviation, but on the contract on, we are on the 2.5. And now we close above, no, or not yet. Let me check. Yeah, we close above the 2.5, this candle. So we need to retrace between 0 and minus 1. Price just did here. 0 minus 1 before trading higher. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the recent gaps would work fine, but the previous after we have the rollover will show different levels. Yeah. Uh, no, I mean, depends. I mean, if, for example, on the PM session, price didn't fill the opening range, the deviation of the opening range yet, is a level that I can look in the PM session. But let's say if the price already fill this 4.5 to the upside, and let's say on the PM session start trading lower, I look to these levels to the downside. But if the both levels are already filled, let's say price already filled these two levels, the 4.5 on the upside and to the downside, I look at two different measures. I'll measure the last swing high or the last swing low of the price to check the deviations and then to frame a trade. But just if the level wasn't filled yet, it's, let's say if the price before the PM session trade here and then trade back to some of these levels, I look at different measures to see how to frame the trade and how far the price can go. Like I can show maybe yesterday. Oh no. Yes, this one. So yesterday, where? Well, yeah. So yesterday we have the opening, and for example, that was the fractal consolidation of the 10 a.m. So here starts the PM session. Yeah, after lunch, here. So here yesterday I could see that the opening range price already filled the 4.5 deviation after the opening, but the measure that make this the measure from this fractal consolidation that was formed at the 10 a.m. Price touched until 3 deviation and then retrace until need to retrace between 0 and 1 and -1 level. And our current range would be from here to here. So on the PM session here of around 1 p.m., this was 1:20 p.m. Price touched the 50% of the level. I was expecting some retrace between 0 and -1, and also was the 0.6118 retracement level of the range. So could frame a trade here or here, depends of the time you will start looking for price on the PM session, because after we touch this zone between 0 and -1, our next target, because we already closed above 2.5, would be 3.54, and then if you could frame along here or here and take partials, of course, but final TP on 4 deviation that happened here. So think about this logic. My deviations from the opening was already filled, so these levels wasn't important for me anymore. But I have this deviation, and I saw the price touch some level, retrace, and I could frame a trade around here for the PM session. And look, right now, we close above the 2.5. We touched, now we are around between 3.5 and 4. And here we get closer to the upper quarter. That's a level that I said before the opening, that maybe we can see some kind of a retrace or reversal here. Because now, two levels that is like I'm looking price can be something around this lower quarter or the 50%, something around these levels. And our order block that I marked before the opening is this range here. In the higher time frame, yeah, we get around between 3.5 and 4 of this deviation. Honestly, I was thinking the price would trade lower before to get on these levels, but looks like we're going to trade right away to here, between 3.5 and 4. Oh, great. Let me take a look. Thanks, man, for the information. Let's see. I guess now it's working back. Yeah, but now, I mean, look at this. I need to talk to them. My short here was filled, even the broker wasn't working. Look, by the time I took the short. Probably they're gonna restore the initial balances on the yeah, it happened to me once long time ago, but it was a different broker, have similar problem. So I talked to the customer service, and they restored the previous balance before the opening. So let's say my account balance was 52,000, they restored the balance. Yeah, it happened once with me, Alex, and they were super nice at the time. They restored the balance, but yeah, Rich, sometimes it's better. It's because I'm used to use the trading view, but for it's like it's more safe to let me close this one, and then I'll talk to them. Yeah, look, 648. We still like in profit. I mean, for my overall balance, but that's not right, because that was my trade. Maybe I'll take one off, and we'll be a small profit here. But let's see what's happened. I'll close this one. Or no, let's see if the price will retrace from here. I don't know. Let me see. Because when we get 4 and 4.5, we can expect some retracement. So let's see. Maybe depends on what happened. I'll add 2 more here, and then we see what's going on. Yeah, I think it's gonna retrace right now because we touch 4. of the deviation of the opening. And maybe I add some two more here, and we make the some average price. And if the trade gets back to the opening, we're still in profit. So saves time to call the customer service. They're gonna um, restart my balance to the day before, and if I have some profit today, uh, it won't be valid. So let's see. Yes, it's all recorded, Alex. Since our since we start at 9:30. Yeah, but of course they know that a lot of people will complain the same, because even the trading view has this general message that the trade Dover was in maintenance. So it wasn't just like me. If I need to open some kind of ticket, they know that there's a lot of people, and when this happened, they just like reset the account using the balance that you have the day before, like before the day starts, before they start trading today, they get my last balance. And probably gonna have some a reversal. Now it's at the 1050 macro, so that's what we're most likely to see, because right now we touched the 50% of 3.54, and we most likely to see a reversal now at the 1050 macro, because like I said, that's the level that I would see some reversal on the price, the lower quarter. We just touched this level and we reject. Look, perfect, shoot the tick, not one tick above, not one tick below. This one, maybe one tick above, sorry. Yeah, one tick above. So this is 25, 488.25, this is 50. So this level is very, those levels are very accurate. So maybe I can take, I'll add two more here. Now we have our 1050 macro. So if we trade, we move it to the manipulation bearish, something around here. That makes sense for me that we're gonna have a reversal on this level here. One thing that I can take a look to is this one here. All this for this leg. So now this is done. So now this one here. Yeah, this is already done too. And I was expecting price around 10 and 12 deviation. Now we are between 11 and 12. Because on the downside, we manipulate to between 2.5 and 3 deviation to the downside. So 10, 12 on the upside around here. The average manipulation is 10:54, so the first 4 minutes of the macro time.